Alright, I'm deep into my first play session, about 2 hours in, and I just wanted to record my initial thoughts here before I get too much deeper. So yeah, it was hard to avoid all the hype, right, going into this game. Initially, people talking like, oh, it's the Breath of the Wild of Dark Souls. But I think that's basically true, at least so far. That being said, it feels like playing Dark Souls or Demon Souls big time, you know, plus a much more open world with, you know, less of a direct path to go down. So I haven't gotten too deep into the open world, but I did. I got through the initial part where I think it was the spider. Was it a spider thing that just basically one-shot me? That I think I did run into someone else, an NPC that talked about. I think it was the same monster they were talking about. But I've gone in pretty blind, so I'm clueless here. There's a lot of noise out here. That's okay. So I did that, and I went through the initial area where there's like an optional tutorial area, and I ran through the tutorial area, and the boss of the tutorial area was a joke. Wasn't really a boss at all, but it'd be perfect if you'd never played a game like this before. Having played these games before, it was, yeah, but that's fine. I enjoyed that still. And then, of course, from there, you get into the actual open world, which is pretty stunning. And you get, if you go talk to an NPC at the first, I can't remember what they're called, but at the first bonfire, basically, it gives you a vague idea to try to get to the castle in the distance, which is more or less what I tried to begin to do. And I found a couple more bonfires, headed that direction, and a crafting area, and a couple NPCs. I avoided the night with the lance because I didn't even have my horse yet at the time, and it just seemed like a bad idea to try to deal with that. So, but I stumbled on into a cave, and found, I guess, what would be my first actual boss, and I picked the prisoner, so I just used my magic arrow and kited him around, and I beat him on my second try. I did die, so that wasn't my first death though. My first death was I jumped off a cliff trying to read a message on the top of a rock. So before that, yeah, so that's how that went. Anyway, from there I made my way sort of to, you know, just to see if I could make my way to the castle, and because at that point I still couldn't level up, so I wasn't sure if I needed to get to the castle. But after hitting a couple more bonfires, that option opened up anyway, and I didn't find an easy way to the castle, but I found my way around back, I think, into an area that I couldn't figure out. It was like a throne room type area, but I don't think I could do anything with it yet. So and then from there I ended up meeting the maiden again and going to the round table area, which seemed to be possibly connected to that throne room, or at least it had that same symbol where there's no fighting involved there. So yeah, and after exploring in there and meeting the smithy and the different characters in there, I took a break. So I'm gonna go back in for a little bit, but I just wanted to record that. But so far so good. It's still real early, and I don't have a grasp of what I'm actually doing. I did find, in that part of the castle, an eyeball, basically a grape that I gotta give a blind maiden, which I think I already met. I gotta go remember to go check if that was the same person. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. Until next time.